Welcome viewers to a new episode of our DENSO Tech Academy video tutorial series. This part is now the third part of the DENSO device management system video tutorials, and in this part I would like to look at some of the features of the DMS system. In the last part of this series we have added our demo device to the device management system and had a brief look on the device overview, what we see in the device overview. Now let's have a look. I can select the device which we have added to the system now, and if I right click on the device I get a drop down menu with a few options I can pick on. First thing, I can check details of the device which I have registered, so I see all the information which I see in the overview here as well. Plus I can change a few things. I can, for instance, change the device name. I can add a control number to the device and which will then be shown in the list as well. I can change the group here as well. I can add some comments and messages which are showing up in the list. So these sections are quite good configurable, so I can add additional information which I might possibly need internally to each of the devices. So having changed the control number, I click the edit button, and now we see here in the column control number the number appear which I have added here. We have this menu on the device here, but as well we can click this here. We get to the details as well. We have the same screen as we have seen before. From this shorter menu I can create a code if I need the QR code again to set up the device, to configure the device, or I can delete the device. But more interesting is this menu. We checked already the details, and then we have an option here to lock the device and to wipe the device. So if in any case it is needed that we lock down the device and protect it with a pin to be operated, we can do this on this screen. Click here and then the device will be locked. Or if I want to completely erase the device and erase all the data stored on the device, I can do this from here as well. I can obtain system lock from the device. So if I'm having problems with the device or with some applications on the device and I'm not sure where this is coming from, I don't need to have physical access to the device. I can do this remotely. So I can collect the system lock information remotely from the Android system lock, and then check the log files if I see if there are any error messages appearing which are leading me possibly to a solution for my problem. So this can be obtained remotely. Simply click the OK button and then the process will start. It will start in the background, so the operator on the device will not even recognize this. And after some time, after the device log has been collected and uploaded, I can open a certain folder here on my server, my DMS server system, and find there the log files with a serial number inside, so I can identify the log files to which device they belong. And then I can start checking the log file. As well, we have here the possibility to move the device to a different group. I can pick a group here. It's in the default group. I cannot move it to the NA group, but if I would create an additional group here for other devices, then I could simply move the device to a different group from here. But as well, we have seen this in the last episode. We can simply move devices between the groups by just dragging and dropping them into a different group as well. Register the device. We can register the device for repairing. This is an additional option which could help adding repair registration. If a device is having a warranty problem or something like this, we can register the device in there, in this option. Create code. Again, if we want to create the QR code or the barcode to reinitialize the device or to reconfigure the device, we can do this here. Let's say we create a QR code, we can select the settings as we have seen in the last episode. I can select everything here and then I get the code for this device. And then I can reprint this code or redistribute this code and use it if I want to reinitialize the device or reconfigure the device on the device side. How to do this? I mean, if we created the code and we would like to restage the device because we would like to move it around or something went wrong, or we just want to, for whatever reason, go through the initialize or the initial connection process again, we could do this on the device. Let me get the device screen here. So this is the screen of the DMS system. If we open it up, of course, we can close it here as well. And then simply, if we are normally working on the device, doing whatever, and we want to see the screen, we simply select the device management system. And then we're back on the screen. And here under the menu, there is the option for accessing the settings, and here we need a password. This is again one of the passwords we have set before, so it is one of our passwords which we created when we set up the system initially. And after doing this, we can go into the settings menu. We can get application information here about the device management system, which version it is. We can get management information, how is the initial settings, so device information will be sent every 10 minutes, which Wi-Fi I'm connected to, do I have any limitations for Bluetooth, SD cards, and so on. And I can start here the rekitting, so the resetup of the device actually. If I do this here, then I can use the QR code which I've created on the DMS side to go through the reinstallation process again. We cancel this here for now, leaving the menu, and so we see now we're back in the main screen. If we want to go back into the settings, we have to enter the password again. Good, okay, let's go back to the DMS server. So we have seen we can create the QR code for reinstallation. I will close this down. What else do we have? We have a device search function. Let's say we have several devices in a store, one of our storages, and one of the workers is coming back and say, yeah, I left my device somewhere in the storage. I don't remember where. Just dropped it on a pallet and maybe it's moved to a shelf or something like this. This is a function we can start to ring an alarm on the device. So we can start up this function and then the device will start beeping. We can try this out. I press the OK button and now we see the device is now ringing, and if I confirm the alarm now, so I have the alarm confirmed, and once I have found the device, and that's basically it. Going back to the main screen, so after confirming the alarm, we get a notification here on our server as well that probably the device was found. Good. What else can we do here? Let's check. We can get the settings of a settings file from the device containing all the settings done on a device. This is quite useful if we want to configure one device and use this as master device for all our other devices. And then later on, we can use these settings which we have received from this device and distribute it to other devices in other groups or whatsoever. So we will come to this in a later part of our series when it is about software distribution and setting distribution. Clicking the OK button here will acquire the settings from this device, and then we can use this setting file, which is then stored on the server, to distribute it to other devices. Then we have the Android remote. This is an option which we can use to show the remote screen on the device. I will cover this special part in the next section of the series where it is about software and setting distribution as well. And then I will focus on the Android remote as well. And finally, of course, we can delete the device from the list. So if we want to remove a device from the system, we can simply do this here. One other function, we have seen the alarm. The alarms are distributed to the device, and the system as well comes with a communication function. So we can send messages to the devices, and sending messages around for collecting information or instructing operators and so on and so on. If we want to do this, if we want to send a message to the device, we can create a new message, name it test message, adding a content, hello operator, please confirm. Oops. Having this, we can define if it is simply a notification or if we want to show this up in a dialog. Let's select dialog for this test. If we want to have the reply, yes, in this case we want to have a reply. And then, of course, we have to specify where to send the message to which devices. We can pick a group, or we can pick a single device from the group. So let's pick the group, and then this message will send out to all the devices in the default group. And the last thing is I need to pick a schedule. So, of course, we want to send the message today. And this message task should be completed by 1800. And now we can test this. Having set this up, I will go back to the screen showing you the device screen. On the device, I will go back to the main screen, and then going back to the server, I will select send message. And here we see the message has been distributed to the devices, and here is the message showing up on the device screen. Hello operator, please confirm, and I can now on the device confirm the message. I can put a reply into this one and say confirmed, and after having done this, I can simply click the reply button, and that's it. And now we see on the server side, if we look on this screen again, you've seen when we started sending the message, it appeared red in the list, and now it turned to black, and we see the message has been sent, and it has been read by all the devices, and it has been replied by all the devices. And if I double click on the message, I get a more detailed view. So we see here each device which should have received it. We have seen this here, and here is our reply, what we entered into the message. I can check as an operator, I can check if all the devices in the group has received the message, has read the message, and has replied to the message and confirmed the message. Good, yeah, this was a first quick overview on some of the features of the DMS system. As already said, in the next part of this series, we will have a look at the remote screen and the software and setting distribution to the devices, which work pretty much the same as the message distribution. So I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below, and of course we will answer this as soon as possible. Or you can send us a message. The details where to send it to you can find in the description below as well. That's it for now from my side. I would say thank you very much, and bye bye.